Hello. Today we conquer one of the most annoying challenges. That's right. We're going to be playing Locum Vernantia as Reaper. Now this is a modification of a build that was recommended to me by BlissedYui. According to them, the combination of PhlegYui and Poise is supposed to be very good for damage reduction. I have my doubts. I would also like to not be stuck in this position. I don't know what is going on here. Am I lagging out? What's going on? Let me out. What? Huh? Anyways. But where's the shulker box? We're also using the famously fair and balanced charm, Bloodletter's Blade. But seriously, Locum Vernantia just sucks because of this entrance section where you've got a bunch of water. Kinda disables any class which relies heavily on like melee, which in this case is this. It needs those melee crits to spread. Whoa, relax. It needs those melee hits to spread Voodoo Bonds. It's okay. I mean, I'm sure once we get out of the water section of the POI, we'll finally see the vaunted immortality, right? Right? Anyways. Whoa, relax. Oh right, I can do this. I think I'm dead here because I don't get the Sanguine Harvest up in time. So yeah, I'm just cooked. See, in theory, there's like a lot of healing in this build, and you don't take that much damage if you're careful with your flag. But sometimes you get this. I hate that Dreadlings are CCI because it means you can't J-chain them. It's like the whole point of playing Reaper. Like a lot of the in the same way how Rogue gets some amount of survivability from not having to run at the enemy, they can just AS to it. J-chain allows you to bring the enemy to you, so you don't have to deal with it trying to hit everything away. But it doesn't really work here. The 500% knockback, while in theory funny, has not actually showed up much in practice. In this case, I think the way Tenebris deal with it is mostly to use claws immediately after a harvest. For Reaper, it would be J chain after harvest, but I don't see it mattering that much. Okay. The way this build functions is still kind of unfamiliar to me. I think the idea of it, as explained to me, was that when you take a hit in Poise, right, the Phlegmatic spreads it out so that you don't exit Poise. But I don't think that's actually the case, especially considering I just saw a bug report by Stufied Steve, and they said, hey man, it isn't working as intended, and it ignores, and Phlegmatic just computes the damage that you would take. Oh, 115 damage crit though. It just ignores, it doesn't calculate the DR at the time that it allocates the damage so much, and it only takes into account the DR that you had when you took the original spike of damage. In case I've forgotten to explain, the thing that Phlegmatic Resolve U does is that it takes any damage that comes in and splits it into 3 parts. 1/3 you take immediately, 1/3 you take 1 second later, and 1/3 you take 2 seconds later. Okay, I don't play Locum. Where do I go from here? This way. I don't know how you're supposed to. Oh! Kill the camouflage in time. Die. Is it just me, or is the knockback not very big at all? Okay. Harvest. I hate this dread so much. Die. Why did the preset have to have Dread 3? Okay, there we are. These skills, I'm honestly not too sure on. I've got, I think, Harvest 2, Rend 2. Okay, those are obvious at least. Flag 2, you, obviously. and then Cursed Wound to you. And Lament 1 and Claws 1, I think. Claws, I thought I needed for grouping, but doesn't really seem to be the case, because A, I have J-Chain, and B, I don't really care where the mobs are. And also the grouping's pretty weak in it. Also, what is that knockback? They just went like 2 blocks. This is not what I expected from 500% knockback. Like, step up your game. I guess this is like the effects of R3 having 3 billion CCI on everything. Like, Bloodletter's Blade becomes really good because even though that 500% it's statted as a debuff, it don't matter because nothing takes knockback anyways. Okay, that's not good. It's okay, I'll just bring everything closer. Surely that will be a good plan. Okay, let me kill that thing. Dude, I'm not even playing Dread 5, I don't get it. Why is the Dread rate so high? Okay, back off, Sanguine Harvest. J-Chain. Kill. The other thing you will notice is that the build has no Dark Pact. Now, Dark Pact, in my opinion, is a pretty cool skill. It can definitely combo with things like Steadwind and Poise. It's just that it's kinda hard to deal with, especially, I mean, I feel like I can't really kill anything on demand, exactly. Whoop. So, the recommendation for this build was that you don't use Dark Pact, because you need health sustain. I will probably try out another build soon-ish. Yeah, soonish, which involves Dark Pact. I'm not too sure. This is another build I was sent. All 2 Reaper players in R3 are really trying to get me to play their class, huh? I mean, geez, at least this thing doesn't have CCI. And it spawned a Dread. I don't understand. I think I'm cooked here. Yeah, that will help. There we go. We're back in. I mean, understandably, breaking your Poise is pretty bad for your continued survival, but you can kind of get away with it. Did I set my delve points incorrectly? Is that why everything's weird? Huh? What? Huh? No, it's correct. It is the 15 point for my bounty. I'm not too sure how big an effect 10% weaken is, but I like having Lament, and there's not a lot else I could use this points on. I think one possibility is something like Choleric Flames. My bad. One possibility is Choleric Flames to deal some AoE damage, but I think without like an Inferno piece, ooh, that's cool, it's not really worth it. Now, I must say, I'm not terribly up to date with the history of the server, but as far as I'm aware, Monumental doesn't have a fully homegrown content creator role. The closest we have is Noel, because you need 500 subscribers, I believe, to qualify. Oh jeez, maybe Chris, no. You need 500 subscribers to qualify, and well, I figure I might as well be the first. So I mean, if you enjoyed the content, you should subscribe. Woo! Man, I hate this place so much. Okay, wait for it to slam. Maybe we should break the other thing in the meantime. I hate this place. Harvest and run. Harvest, claws, chain. Maybe don't miss every crit. I think that's pretty important, yeah. I mean, I'm just lucky that this is a Legionary 0 preset. Cause like it does alright here, but I get the immediate sensation that it would not handle a higher point delve at all. How do I can't kill that thing in time. Okay, maybe I shouldn't like swap to my shield instinctively, cause the Locum creepers don't actually kill. There's one annoying thing about J-Chain, and it's that with multiple targets, I don't actually know where the mobs are going to be, so it's kind of hard to immediately crit them out. Yeah, so it still takes like a little bit of like a moment to sight read where they've gone, and I like it's not really how, you know, advancing shadows. AS will always put you in the same place, so it's just a matter of asterisk. You have to deal with like spiders and slimes and stuff, but for like humanoid mobs, because you know what you're pointing yourself at, you'll be able to tell, oh, I'm about to go here, and so I should crit, you know, exactly what, like 0.1 seconds after die. Reaper definitely feels like a high skill class and is pretty satisfying when you execute it properly. I mean, look at this. I haven't died once since that horrific incident at the start. Right? You time your Sanguine Harvest. You time your Melancholic Lament when you need some defense. You make sure you Grasping Claws. It's like you J chain at the right time, at the right place. Oop. You actually kill every mob instead of leaving too much to clean up. It's cool, but I feel like you wouldn't be able to play it in like a group because you're just not as good as Scout is. Like, come on, man. My melee crits are doing the same amount that my Scout, oh dear. That a Scout shot did. And for what? Like, I have to get in melee range to do it. Why do that when I could just haha 360 piercing volley, you know? But it is pretty satisfying to just hit until the dreadlings die. Well, it looks like I'm learning video editing. It's the first video that's getting edited because I need to remove the audio from this part. Oh wait, my scythe is about to break, isn't it? Oops. Anyways. Oh hey, I got a spectral rib. What fun. Okay, what happened? Oh. You may also be able to tell that I walk directly into a J-chained mob or what? Directly into, through, and like 4 blocks past. Okay, that's a lot more mobs than I was expecting. Yeah, so the rhythm of this thing is a little awkward. Now, I have no idea how this thing handles bosses, because I get the vibe that it needs to kill things to survive. Or more accurately, it needs fodder. Because of Sanguine Harvest. Why is the telegraph so long? Oh, I didn't even J-chain the thing. Oops. Oh, finally, it didn't spawn a dread. I'm watching this video back and I'm figuring out how many dreads spawn from the elites. Because it should be 60%, but I swear it is a lot more. I'm not too sure if J-chain mechanically applies a stun that it just doesn't talk about in its skill description, or whether that's like a bug that it just kind of does by accident. Oop, do that. Okay, what's going on? Lament, Harvest. Great. Minus Spawner for health. Harvest. Kill that. Okay. And die. Good. Even in a small crowd, it's a little bit tough to handle. Thank goodness R3 spawner rates are so painfully low that you can kind of get away with just standing there without breaking any spawners and still not having the engagement, still not having it be a problem at all. Like they don't spawn another wave or anything. I legitimately cannot tell if that effect which I just described, whether it's due to R3 classes killing mobs faster, or whether it's due to the actual spawner delays just being really high. Like, high spawner delays are not something I expected from R3, the fast-paced region. I mean, maybe they should just make it faster, you know. But those can get kind of annoying. Okay, we're just gonna ignore those. Bridge over there and take out that spawner. What I mean is that we're actually going to just trigger the boss now. I think I'm dead here. Okay, maybe we should have gotten rid of the fodder beforehand. My thought process was that, oh, I can just harvest. I can harvest off of those mobs and get some healing, but it didn't really work out. I think I got hit with some sort of explosion, because that when you see BlissedYui dealing 2.5 hearts to you through Poise, you're gonna get the feeling that something's up, you know, that feeling that you're in danger. I gotta go up here. The first time I came into Locum Vernantia, I just talked to this guy. I didn't even realize you could go up. The routing for this thing is not terribly intuitive. Oh, that's really not a lot of health that he's lost, huh? I don't know what I'm gonna do about this one. Oh, and of course I can't move him. It's gonna be slow and painful and also slow. And I think painful, and did I mention slow? Harvest. Lament. Okay. Took some damage. Don't really have a quick healing option. We'll just heal off food. And hey, look at that, it died. Wow, I definitely didn't die. I gotta say, I'm not a fan of how this thing tears up the arena around it. It's very unpleasant to fight in. I don't... I mean, usually I play like Scout or Elk, but this is just kind of ugly, especially with the bedrock like right here. What was that? No, I'm not doing another call. Goodbye.